I was just taking it one day at a time. It was a long 3 days, but I kind of had a race each day to distract myself. But it was a lot of fun.
Were there any doubts when you were warming up? I mean, how heavy were the legs this morning?
You know what? It's hard to distinguish tired legs from just sore legs. My legs were sore, you know, from running 12.5 laps in spikes. That wasn't easy, but yeah, I just, you know, I wouldn't have attempted the double if I didn't think I could do it. I don't think it's right to enter races that you don't think, you know, you have a shot in, or that you can give your best effort. And I'm just so strong right now that I knew I could give my best effort, whether that was a win or not, but I'm happy that they were both wins.
Do you think it was to your advantage to have the slow pace? Like if it would have been torrid from the beginning,
yeah,
you know, like a 4:08 pace, would that have been to your disadvantage?
Yeah. Oh, it's hard to say. You know, I ran 4:11 a while ago this year. It was my first race of the season, and so not a whole lot of girls are going to run away from me when I can run that, you know, not entirely sharp. But then again, we went out in about 70, which I think actually might have been what the 5K went out in last night. It was like 71 or something, and it didn't feel the same as last night. Last night felt smooth. It felt a little different today, but you know, I was definitely ready for any pace. I was almost hoping it would be fast to kind of string it out, because things can get really rough when there's a lot of girls in the pack. So, you know, but whatever pace, I wanted to win. So.
Is this your best accomplishment yet? And if so,
yeah, it's definitely not a solo effort. You know, I've always kind of thought that it helps the most in anything you do if you have fans or people who support you. And my parents are my biggest fans. Coach Gina is my biggest fan and supporter, and she believed in me enough to make sure that I got you know, the best rehabilitation, the best surgeon possible, and she was just kind of behind me every step of the way, you know, believing that I could do it. And while the recovery seemed really tedious at the time and kind of futile, it was, you know, I just had to believe that I had the talent and work ethic to come back. And even when I did come back, racing wasn't going so hot, but you know, you just have to persevere, and you have to be very committed. Like I want to be in this for the long haul, so it was, you know, it was a very important test for me, I think, to get past that.
And just when you started this season, way back, well, I'll say this school year, way back at the start of cross country season, did you envision being in this kind of position to have been this successful?
It was definitely my goal going in to cross to win the individual and the team title. That's kind of the sweetest combo you can get. But I definitely wasn't even planning on running a 5,000 meter on the track this year. So if anyone had told me that I would be doing the double, I probably would have thought they were crazy, because I didn't want to run the 5K on the track. But I'm glad I did it and attempted this, because you know, it's just a great feeling right now to know that I did everything I could to get here and you know, to get these titles. 15 and that the inside opened up, but I felt like I had enough pop to go on the outside if I needed to. So that was just you know, a happy coincidence, I think. But as for tactics, it's all about patience, and a lot of people, I think, fly off the handle when there's a lot of girls packed up, but you just have to stay calm and relaxed, because when you're calm and relaxed, you react to other people's moves and make your own clear-mindedly. And I think that's always what I try to do, is make moves when I want to, and you know, make sure that they're for real and decisive, and you know, the final move of the race, because there's nothing worse than going and then having to go again. So.